Hey guys, this is Matt with Comax Gaming, and welcome to your first C++ tutorial. I know many of you might not like this change, but I think it's interesting because C++ is a very used language. I mean, it is used everywhere. Most of the programs that you're running right now have probably been coded in C++. There's a 99% of the chance that they have been programmed in C++. So yeah, it is very used. SourceMod uses C++ for extensions. You can also code plugins for the source engine. I don't know, a lot of stuff. I mean, it's just huge, the possibilities you have. So we're gonna start with C++. We are probably gonna have around 20 basic, maybe tutorials, maybe less, but yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We're gonna use code blocks for now because it is an IDE that allows us to compile only one C++ file without having to create a whole project, unlike Visual Studio. And then we're gonna move into Visual Studio once we create a project, I guess, but for now we're not gonna use it, so we're gonna be just fine with code blocks. It is not very good, but it's something. So you want to Google code blocks, and it should be the first link. Just click over there. It's gonna bring you here. Click the first link. You see it says download the binary release. Just click over there, and depending on your operating system, just click here and it's gonna take you there automatically. So if you're on Linux, just click here. On Mac OS, I'm on Windows, so I'm just gonna download the first one. Please read this because you might need a special version. If not, just click the first one, SourceForge or the other one, and it should be fine. I mean, if you go to SourceForge, the download should be automatic. Yeah, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just yeah. Once it's done downloading, you should have something like this, a file. Double click it. I think everyone knows how to do this, but just in case. Next, I agree. Next, and install. And the first time you open code blocks, you're gonna be prompted with this menu. As you can see, it's gonna say compilers, auto detection, and well, you can read this if you want. It's gonna detect all the compilers you have on your PC. Have the GNU's GCC compiler, which is something you should have. And I have some other compilers for Visual Studio that I use. So if you have this one, just go ahead and use that one. And now it's gonna say, do you want to associate all the C++ files? I don't know. I'm just gonna go with no because I don't want every C++ file in that H file to open with code blocks. But if you want, just go ahead and do that. So for now, we're not gonna use anything here, but this is how your code blocks window should look like once it's done setting up. And yeah, if you want to mess around with it a bit, just click here, add an empty file, and when you save it, just save this as a .cpp file. But yeah, we're gonna start with that in the next tutorial. So for now, this is all. Make sure you have the correct compiler on your PC, and make sure you have the GNU one actually, because it is highly recommended that we all use the same compiler, just to avoid any kind of weird stuff that we don't want. So yeah, I'll see you in the next video, guys. It's probably gonna be around Monday or Tuesday, I don't know. So yeah, hope you liked the video. If you did, please rate it up, and I'll see you next week. Goodbye.
Weekends. Bye.